The worst part of this reality is there are some things only the federal government can do. Every state and local official has been saying that. Today was basically a declaration by the federal government of, you are on your own.
Let's make that clear. There's no national testing plan in place.
A day after telling the nation's governors, you're going to call your own shots, he tweeted, the states have to step up their testing.
Trump's "the buck stops with the states" posture is largely designed to shield himself from blame should there be new outbreaks after states reopen or for other problems.
The president's transparent blame shifting has not been lost on some traditionally conservative folks. James Pethokoukis of the American Enterprise Institute tweeted, so Trump tells the governors they are calling the shots at the same time he's encouraging resistance against those shots being called. What now?
In a series of all-caps tweets, the president tweeted, liberate Michigan, liberate Minnesota, and liberate Virginia, 3 states whose Democratic governors have issued stay-at-home orders. Instead of supporting the governors, Trump sided with protesters who've been pushing back on those stay-at-home orders. Governors are warning these protests could make the virus spread faster, but Trump has, in effect, given the green light for people to put their lives in danger.
This is mayhem. We need a coordinated approach between the federal government and the states. We cannot do it without federal help. I'm willing to do what I can do and more. But I'm telling you, I don't do China relations. I don't do international supply chain. And that's where the federal government can help.
Quote, a dereliction of duty. That's how independent Senator Angus King of Maine described the lack of a national testing plan on a phone call with Mike Pence and Democratic leaders.
Are you seeing improvement at all from the federal government in terms of what they're offering the states and what they're willing to help with?
Well, we've gotten a lot of terrific help from the Army Corps of Engineers and the Army and FEMA and HHS on the ground. They've really been very good to us. But the irrationality has come out of the White House. It's when they make promises from the White House directly to me and then don't deliver. Originally, they promised tens of thousands of tests. We never got those. Then they promised hundreds of thousands of PPE. We never got what we asked for.
Even red state governors like Texas is Greg Abbott are signaling they're just not ready to move as quickly, perhaps, as the president might want them to.
Trump is looking to blame anyone but himself for the disastrous federal response to the coronavirus pandemic. And who better to blame than the officials who often stepped up when the federal government let down its citizens, the nation's governors.
Right now, the number of confirmed cases totals roughly 700,000, with more than 35,000 deaths. And as the president's own task force warned yesterday, there is still a very real risk of undetected asymptomatic cases, which won't surface unless you test more people. While the president is obviously eager to reopen the country, no one feels comfortable reopening until they get more tests.
Testing is a part, an important part, of a multifaceted way that we are going to control and ultimately end this outbreak.
The first phase of Trump's guidelines to reopen states depends on the ability to test for the virus and what's called contact tracing.
Donald Trump's total capitulation on the decision about how to ease the social distancing restrictions that have helped blunt the nation from the worst-case scenario models of coronavirus is complete. The 18-page document released by the White House provided mostly general guidance and did not confront some difficult questions, including how to finance the billions of dollars necessary for expanded testing, whether travel should be restricted between states, when the ban on international travel from Europe and elsewhere would be lifted, and how the states should deal with future shortages of protective equipment if the virus resurges in the fall.
We're in very strong communication with the governors. We're going to be helping with testing. They're going to be doing the testing. It's got to be a localized thing, and it really has been since I've been involved, because I came in and federal government's supposed to do testing of parking lots in the middle of a certain state that's 2,000 miles away. It's ridiculous.
One unnamed governor telling NBC News, quote, everything the president has done has made testing more difficult for the states. There was testing available in February, and he rejected it. He called the virus spread a hoax. Now he's looking for someone else to blame, as usual.
You're going to say, after just saying this monumental task is up to the individual governors and the individual states, I'm providing no help, no assistance, no financial money. He's doing nothing. He said it's up to the states. It's up to the governors, which is what it always was, because it's always been the governor's power. All he's doing is walking in front of the parade. How many times do you want me to say thank you? But I'm saying thank you for doing your job. This was your role as president.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.